Going live. Are we live? What does that mean?
It's peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time. Where you at?
There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly.
Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly.
Peanut butter jelly. Baseball bat.
Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat. Now where you at?
Hi, Mario.
Where you at?
Do I say that right? Peanut butter. All right, let me check. Peanut butter jelly.
Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly.
We're just gonna listen to some. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat. All right. Let's stop it. Let's see who else is on. MK. You're gonna have to remind me every time, MK. You know I'm gonna forget. I am gonna forget. Oh, my nose is. Hi, Shiv G the Great. How are you? I'm good. Thor. Victor. Movie fan. It feels like it's been so long since I've been on. Look, last time you see me, I even wore these because since you see me, I got glasses. I'm getting old. I'll tell y'all about it because I've never worn glasses before. My whole life, it's been like perfect vision. Oh, that's all right. I'll be here. Perfect vision like my whole life. I even went, but I've been getting headaches like for like the last year. It's been like that. And then at night, like when it's time, get in bed and everything, and I just lay down and watch TV, like it was like my eyes were straining, like everything was blurry. Everything. Even I looked at the TV, it was blurry. So I was like, I'm gonna have to go to the eye doctor. And I went and they were asking me, they were like, when's the last time you did an eye exam? And I was like, never. I never really took maybe when I was a kid, what the kid they might do that stuff, but never as adult because I always saw perfectly. And then it's weird. Like I keep looking, I'm like, oh, first I was like, the glasses are making me, I swore, I was like, they're making my eyes worse. Cause every time I took them off, I was like, oh, I see worse. I was like, well, if I take them off, I swear it's getting worse. But then I put them on, I'm like, oh, it's clear. I haven't seen clear like this in years. Anyway, yeah, so I wore them today. Just so too, because I'm gonna be reading comments. So I was like, I have to have them on to read the comments. And what is everybody saying? Oh, Abshek's here. Hey, Abshek. Tejas said I'm looking smart. Thank you, Tejas. Namaste, Veron. I'm fine. You're looking very. Oh, thank you, MK. Rade. And when Masi got into hostel last month and was there making arrangements and trying to settle there. College is open now, but it feels kind of sad. Oh, you're going off to college. I know. It's sad. Like I'm feeling it too. My son is going to be graduating as a junior. Next year is going to be a senior, last year in high school. And then my daughter's going to be starting high school. And this summer she got into this program for 3 weeks at this college thing. And she's only in 8th grade. So she's going away from 3 weeks. Listen, I'm going to be crying with you. I'm going to be crying too. Cause can't like, that's even another thing. I'm getting old, getting glasses. My kids are growing, going away to college programs, not even in high school yet. Oh, hi, Rishi. Last 2 weeks, many things happened in India. Oh, well, you got to catch me up on this. Tejas, what's been happening that I missed? Namaste to you, Ayan. A long time, I know. And it feels weird being back. I was going to be back last week, but then some stuff, sometimes I just can't, the kids, like things come up. Emergencies here I have to take, but it's been too long. I was out of town for like the longest, a couple weeks. Hi, Sharash. I'm back. How are you? Movie fan, I'm doing good. I've never been away from family in 17 years, and boom, now I am around 1.5, leaving away from them. I know it's gonna be, but it's adulthood. It's adulthood. Hi, my channel. There's a YouTuber named The Sham Sharma Show. He has made a video in which he mentions you. Really? What's the video? I want to see it. Let me go look. Y'all gonna be here. The Sharma Show. He's got like 700 and something thousand subscribers. The Sham Sharma Show. Which one does he mention me? Let's look into this. I'm excited. Which video does he mention me? Let me see. Let me see. I don't see any that he would mention me yet. The toolkit, the reason why, no, Western meltdown. Oh wait, is that on India-Russian trade? I wasn't talking. I'm not in that one. Am I in Nepal? Which one am I in? I want to know. I still couldn't figure it out. You got to tell me which one. Shiv J. Where's Shiv? Did Shiv J say any other comments? I got to know this. I'm going to be watching all his videos now to try to find which one he mentions me in. The Sham Sharma Show. He did the Kashmir Files review. I mean, I did a review on that. Maybe he mentions this. I couldn't think of anything else he would mention. Roasting. Oh, did he roast me? Oh, I gotta find this now. Well, he sure didn't tag me because sometimes they can tag and let you know. He shared. Oh, I didn't get it didn't show up in the live chat. What's the name of the video? Well, sometimes links won't show up if it's in the live chat from. Oh wait, maybe it's this. Oh, was it deleted? Let me see. Oh, it did say check out this video, but then it doesn't list the video. I'm gonna be. You got to tell me the name of it. Tell me the name. India's position on Ukraine war. Oh, so he probably mentioned. I'll have to find it. I will have to find it and go look. Maybe I'll do a reaction to it. I'm interested now. Look, you got me all looking for this. Take a screenshot of my link, but the link doesn't show up for me. But listen, wait, what is the name of it? It's the India's position. All right, I'm going to copy that and put it, and I'm going to look for it later. I'm going to look for it later. We're going to find this. I got to watch this. Is it bad? Does he mention, I wonder what, Now I'm nervous. Does he say I'm cute? Does he say maybe I should wear my glasses? All right, let me get back to the comments. But thank you for letting me know about that, Shivja. Happy to see. Oh, thank you, Angry Jokes. Did you get to see everything? I have it. But my husband really wants to see that because I was out of town for like a week and a half, almost 2 weeks, and it put me all behind on movies. But I did just see the massive weight of the Nicolas Cage one of what was it? No, the unbearable weight. The unbearable weight of massive talent. That's it. That was pretty good. But I really want to see that everything everywhere all at once. Namaste, Soraya. You wear spectacles. I was just saying this, Shapam, that I just got these. And I can see clearly now. And I thought, during the live chat that I should wear them to read the comments. Wish you continue. What did Angry Jokes say? Was it Angry Jokes? Oh no. I'm lost. See, it's been so long since I'm on. I don't even know how to keep up with comments. I don't even know. I gotta get back into the. Okay, it did. We should continue. Mahabharat, see your reaction in the future if possible. Oh, I will. I was so upset. Y'all, did you see my last one? Because I still had the problem with subtitles, and I have to go to this program to use it. And then almost all of the last season didn't have subtitles, but now, so I kind of watched those, but I really didn't understand. People were trying to help me understand better what happened now, but they were like, "Oh, you should really watch this one. It's important." So I'm upset. Can't find anything with those, but now I am to like Krishna's early life in the Mahabharata right now. I'm in his early life, which is interesting, like to watch it with like real people and not cartoons, because it's like telling the stories that I've watched on the little Krishna episodes and all that. But now it's, real people and not cartoons. So that's neat to watch. But I was like, I already know all this stuff. I'm an expert at this. Or maybe not an expert, but you know what I mean? I was like, I already know this stuff. But it still is neat watching it, real people doing it. Take a screenshot. Oh, I'm going to find it. Shiva, we're going to find this. Hey, Andrew H. Oh, Shima Sharma. Did y'all see me? Y'all saw me in that too? I wonder who else saw me. Mary 420. Andrew H. Hope copyright issues solved in the future. No politics, please. Well, I ain't gonna talk about politics. I guess that's what they were talking about, and they mentioned me in it. Well, what is it in English? Will I be able to understand if he mentions me? Maybe there's subtitles. All right, I'm gonna look at it later. We ain't gonna let that distract us now. Maybe I'll talk about it later. Maybe I'll make a video on it. We'll see. Liberal meltdown. Oh, that's the name of it. Liberal meltdown. Why do they think I'm a liberal? Why do they think? Hey, Amanda, great fan. Never seen you react into I am videos looking for. Hi, Aaron. What's your age? 45. Do I look 45? I am gonna though, because but I already decided I'm gonna. Remember, I had my hair red a lot. I was like, I need to go back to red. I'm gonna do that soon. Go back to red because that's my favorite color for the hair. But you can even see. Look, I have even some grays right there. Glasses, grays. I'm getting old. You are live after. Has it been 3 months? Give reaction. Oh, I lost my. Okay, here. Oh, little Noah's doing good. Oh, wait. Do I have a picture? Let me find, because I saw a recent picture of him and he looks so cute. I was going to show y'all. I miss him so much. Here he is. Oh, look how cute he is. And their parents are kissing him. But I miss him. Look how cute. Isn't he getting big? My little Noah. I miss him. I haven't seen him since Christmas. Name of that video. I'm going to find it. Why don't Hollywood make a movie? They should, shouldn't they? I was saying that, like a Hollywood budget movie on that. Or even, it don't have to be a movie, but like even like a series, a Netflix series. They could do it on Netflix. Because Netflix has that big budget too. You are so cute. Oh, you like my glasses? Like Velma on Scooby-Doo. I'm going to tell you though, my husband really likes them. Greg, he does. He's always like, oh, put your glasses on. Put your glasses on. Do this. Keep it. Like, I was like, you love me in my glasses. He likes that look. Where did T just go? He was going to tell me what was happening. Did I miss it? Where'd T just go? I need to know what was happening. T just. He was going to tell me. He said a lot of stuff's been happening these past weeks, and I was waiting to know what was happening. And he said, like, the last 2 weeks in India. I know he's around. Same here, movie fan. She said the name. Oh, yeah. I'm going to find it. I'm going to find. Thank you for letting me know, though. I hope they have English subtitles on it if it's not in English. Why don't Hollywood make a movie? Amanda, me. Oh, I already read these. The Bear Boy Massive Talent. Oh, it's really good. I liked Pedro Pascal in it. I liked him a lot in that one. I thought you had visited the Iskon Temple of Lord Krishna. Ask anything. Hey, okay. I got a simple question. What is the square root of the radius of Jupiter multiplied by 3? The answer is 3. Bye, MK. See the Northman on Thursday. Oh, Movie fan. I didn't really like. This is it. Listen, I'm gonna explain myself. I like Viking stuff. I do. Anybody else like I love watching Viking. Like right now, I'm going back and then Amazon, they have the Viking series. There's like 6 seasons. And I watched Valhalla that came on Netflix recently, but it was like the sequel to the other Viking show, which I never watched, but it was like 100 years in the future. So I was like, it's 100 years. I'm not gonna miss that much, right? Like it's not like it's gonna pick back up after 100 years. It's like a whole new cast and everything. And then I watched the Last Kingdom. I love on Netflix. So I love my Viking stuff. I was excited about the Northmen because I was like, oh, they look at the talent, Nicole Kidman and that guy from the True Blood. What's his name? Alexander something. And they even had Bjork. I was like, I'm excited for this. And then I got it, and no, I didn't like it. Oh, movie fan, I didn't like it. This is why. Let me tell you why. But because what I like about the Vikings, I like the history of it. Y'all know I like my history stuff too. You know, I like my history. When you give me history or something, I'm all into it. Watching the history of it, so I love the history part of the Vikings. I love like just how savage they are and rough and tough in their battles, and it has some of that. But then the Northmen, it got it got too much into just the supernatural, just too much. I was like, and some of that ain't bad because they'll show some of that in the Viking shows I watch, because they're all about that kind of stuff. But I'm just like, it's just too much. Give me less of all that weird supernatural stuff. And I'm saying weird because some of it is. Some of it, like they have this one part where I don't want to give it, but I'll just say when you watch it, I'm just gonna say the crows, and then you're gonna know what I'm talking about. I'm like, that part was like ridiculous. I'm like, that is going overboard with this. Get back just to the and with some I don't care about some of the supernatural because that was like part of their, really they really did all the I don't know, dances when the fires and the spirits and all that. But I'm just saying I want more less of that. I don't need to have the movie. Well, I'm a movie fan. You let me know what you think about it. You let me know because I was not, and I was all excited for it. And then I saw it and I was like let down. Where am I? Elon Musk, he didn't buy Twitter. He wanted to. Lord Buddha. What is Buddhism video? What is your actual hair color? It's this. This is like all my natural. So the grays, see, that's my natural. Oh, he's cute. Isn't he cute? Netflix is woke. There is an animated game of superheroes or Indian gods such as really Ganesh. What's it called today? Ashwarya Ray's wedding anniversary. Oh, Tejas. How come I missed Tejas? Is something happening with my comments? I don't get them on because you didn't tell me what happened the last 2 weeks in India that I missed. I mean, I've been trying to keep up a lot on Twitter with this stuff. I've been seeing a lot of the boycott Bollywood, like coming up on my Twitter and following it. But is it more than that? Like Sony Pictures is making. Oh, really? I keep doing this too. Do you notice with my glasses? I'm gonna find it. Liberal meltdown. We got it. We got it. Do you like? I love India. All right. Oh, that's it. Please search. Oh, that's the whole name of it. I'm gonna search for that. Liberal meltdown. That's what I'm gonna look for it. I'm gonna look for it later though. Here, but I'm gonna make sure to copy it here. Now everybody's gonna look. Everybody's gonna be looking for it. I think I should gift you a statue or a photograph. I put it back there. I put it back there. Or Mahakali. Mm. Wait, are your plans to watch the great Indian history? I mean, I tried like all the movies and stuff that are really based off history. I love those. I love those, Shubham. Can you read your comments? Yes. Why does USA and Saudi Arabia ties are souring? I thought we were Shubham. Weren't you the one who just said no politics? Was it you? I thought it was you. Rani Kapoor, my wife, uh, Tejas is just kidding. Was he? This time police are taking action. See, I'm not getting all the Tejas' comments. Like last one I got. See, that's the problem here. I'm figuring out. Tejas, why am I not getting all your comments? He said it's Shwari's birthday. And the next thing I got, this time police are taking action on this. I'm not getting all the Tejas' comments. I don't know why. Wait. Do I have to do some kind of settings, maybe? Oh, wait, top chat. Maybe I have to change it from, no, it's all live chat. Oh, all messages. That's why. Well, this is going to change everything. I missed Do I have to go back? I can't. Listen, T, just tell me everything again. Just tell me it all again, T. I guess. Pabria? Is that the Pabria I know here? I just saw your picture. If it is, I just saw your picture the other day, Pabria, on Facebook, and I liked it. Greg keeps me up now, but I don't really want to find what teachers was telling me, talking about the police. The police are taking action on this. On what? I'm missing it all. Shiva, I'm gonna search it. You don't have to tell me no more. I got it, Shiva. Greg and the kids are doing good. I got glasses, Pabria. Like in my photo. Sorry for missing out on so many live. Pabria, listen. This is how much you missed out on that you didn't even know. I haven't been on for like 2 months while I was out of town. Before that, too, y'all know. Look, this is what I don't like because I got that light. Maybe I'll turn it. But I'm really dark, aren't I? I'll turn it this way. Is that better? Oh, and then no, look, it highlights like my. I'm liking these glasses. Maybe I'll turn it this way. It looks like I have bags under my eyes. These glasses are not showcasing my cuteness. All right, let me get back. I'm starting over because look, I have to check that live chat. I was missing. I was getting little pieces of comments here and there, and not getting everybody's. And you know, I like to talk to everybody. When are you planning to come to India? Sorry for missing out. Just thank you so much for liking my photo. Hey, Papriya. But Shiva, I got it down. Shiva, listen, I'm gonna find that one. I'm gonna find that one. Gold, look at smart today. It's like, yeah, we're starting the conversation over. Thank you, Gold. I got new glasses. You want me to tell you about it? Where's Chili Pepper? She's sleeping. My little Pepper too. She's getting so old. I can tell. Like, dogs. I mean, she's gonna be 10. So in dog years, that's like 70. And she gets out of her cage slow and all. It was like she's getting to be an old lady, little Chili Pepper. We're now bro and sis because of glasses. Yeah. So really it's just for reading the glasses. And that's why I have them on today, because I'm like, I want to read the comments. But this is the first pair I ever got for Bria. Ever. Ever. I never even had taken an eye exam before this. But I was getting bad headaches and stuff. And Greg likes it. Greg he tells me put them back on. Says, and then someone said I look like Velma from the Scooby Doo, and that's what made me think of it, because that's like his favorite little Scooby Doo character. He likes the nerdy look. I loved your reaction, Arn. Oh, the movie. Someone requested it for me, and I was like, because I see requested, I'll go check it out. And I was like, and I've really been liking doing these movie reactions. I do, because it's I could do each part, do it in parts, and I learned so much from it. But this is kind of the first one that hasn't been a cartoonish one, which I've been into too. I mean, I would even do that for the Mahabharats, because I'm still watching those. But they'll block it in an instant. The Mahabharats. Yep. Tell all about it, Gold. I missed you, Gold. I missed everybody. I did. Even today, I was like, well, that was the thing. So why didn't I had gotten COVID, remember? So that I would keep you up with my life since I have been online, because I had gotten COVID. Oh, I was sick forever. Y'all remember coughing? That was the worst part. Like, it wasn't like sick. I felt bad. I had the cough that lasted like a month and a half, almost 2 months. So I finally got over that, and then I came on live, and then the war hit. then, I can't be like if I'm y'all know how genuine I am with my feelings. Like I can't be sad or depressed and then come on here and be like, "Hey everybody," like cheery and whatever, right? And I don't want to come on. Sometimes I come on and I'll be mad and have rant. Y'all know, we be like, calm down, Amanda. Yeah, and I'll do my rants and be upset or whatever and talk about it. Sometimes I do that. But then if I'm depressed, I'm like, I don't want to come on and just be depressed and then bring y'all down. But I was like after with the war stuff, y'all know I was just depressed because I don't care who it is. I don't want, I don't want to why can't I just want the world to be at peace. I'm one of those, whatever. That's what was it? Liberal meltdown? That what was the name of it? Liberal meltdown. Maybe I am a liberal if I just want peace. Is that what liberals mean? If I just want peace, maybe I am a liberal. But I'm in good company. I mean, I feel like other, you know, Lord, even like your lords, I feel like they want peace too. Who doesn't want peace? So I was upset. Even if it's not affecting me directly, just hearing about it because it's just everywhere here. That's all people talk about. So I was really depressed. Like, still, I mean, we still hear stuff in the war, or whatever. I think the sensitivity of it, or you just hear less and less on TV that is not always like, look at the babies that. So yeah, I was depressed for a week. I was like, I can't go live. I don't want to go live and bring y'all down when depressed. So then there was that. And then I went out of town. I went to one of my friends came here and I showed him around St. Louis. And I don't know, has anybody movie fan, have you watched the thing about Pam Hupp or the thing about Pam that's it's been on Hulu and everything. So it's a show based on a true story that happened in my town, like my little town. It was a crime or like a true crime. The lady's like a serial killer or whatever. But I can walk to the lady where she lived and she killed the guy and everything, like 5 minutes from my house. So then that my friend came and we visited because he loves those shows and everything. Anyway, so my friend came, we visited, then we went out of town. I went to Disney and Florida like I do. And I just got back. And then last week I was gonna come live. Stuff came up with the kids. It's always seemed to be the way. So finally this week I'm back. But I have missed y'all. I forgot how to do a live. I don't even know. I don't even know how to keep up with the comments anymore. Dance yet. Pepper is she? I thought it is a he. No, Pepper's a girl. How many pairs have I gone through? Oh, don't tell me that, Papria. I'm nervous about break because these glasses aren't cheap, and I even have insurance for them, and I still had to pay. And they were like, "Oh, you have good insurance," and I still had to pay $300 for these glasses. So that means that they probably almost $600. So don't tell me about Papria. Don't you put that evil on me. Don't put me. I bet I've been keeping I was like, these are most expensive things I own right now. Where are you from? Loads. I might say loads. Uh, I'm from US, St. Louis, Missouri, right in the middle. Like people like where you live. I'm like, we're called the Midwest. We're right in the middle. Did you search about a dancer who danced with artificial leg? No, I didn't know. What? Oh, I'm gonna have to search about this artificial leg. Oh, movie fan. Thor Love and Thunder. It's gonna be so good. So good. I'm thinking about going to that movie premiere. It's because it comes out in July. I might be able to go to it, but I'm thinking about going to that one. That would be a good one, right? I mean, I love and Taika doing it. Oh, movie fan. I think I'm gonna go to that movie premiere. We'll see. Better late than never. I missed you too, Gold said. I was sick for almost a month. Healed just last week. Papria, what was wrong? Did you have the COVID? When anybody gets sick now, in the last 2 years, it's always that COVID. Is it that COVID? And I saw now, like China's on big lockdown, right? Like they're spreading so much, like they done locked the whole cities down, and people are like starving. They won't even let them leave the house to get food or whatever. It's still going around, but here, like I haven't worn a mask I said I had super immunities because I got my 2 shots. I was boosted, and I got COVID. Listen, if this ain't I got these super immunities in me right now. I could probably sell them. Rishi, why are you gonna come in here telling me this stuff? Hi, Davika. Rishi, Ritik Roshan has a new girlfriend. Don't be coming in here spreading this negativity, Rishi. Are you planning to visit? I would love to visit, but I don't have any plans anytime soon. What are your plans for next holidays? Well, we just had Easter. That was last Sunday. We went to my mom and dad's out like in their town and just had dinner and stuff. Oh, don't be depressed in that. Well, I'm over it now. I'm back. That's why I'm back. I'm like, I can't come live depressed. Or I can come depressed, but it won't be a fun live. Y'all could just watch me depressed. Where am I at? Oh, I told you I have to remember. Vicky, do you? What's going on in India? Vicky, T was just trying to tell me. Hi, Vic. Oh, all my favorite people are here. But T was just trying to tell me, and then the comments weren't working. I don't know what's going on. No more animated series. How are you, movie? Oh, right here. I just wanted to tell you that I really love and admire. Oh, Bangwell, I'm younger than you, and I find it adorable. Hope you achieve lots of success. Oh, thank you, Bangwell. Send him my love. Oh, here we go. This is what's going on in India. One Muslim man was caught by police in center of India, whereas entered a temple and was attacking people with a weapon. I confess, they found his home, which was next to my city. He attacked people in a temple. That happens here all the time. Well, not like in temples and stuff, but even my friend, y'all know Tessa, my friend. She was like, what was it, like a month or so ago? She was eating dinner at the mall and they had a shooting there. It's crazy times. Cabria said, oh, wait, Vicky. Oh, yes. The thing about Pam has started here. I haven't started. Movie fan, watch it. Because that had 5 minutes from where I live, movie fan. 5 minutes from where I live. Police found his laptop and all which proved that he was connected with Pakistan. Was Hunter Biden's pictures on it? The laptop. Maybe not get that joke. But here, that's all people talk about, the Hunter Biden laptop. It was connected with Pakistan and all and planning all. See, this is stuff that's. So what's happening since then? I'm fine. Oh, you should. I should go. I think I'm going to the movie fan. I'm pretty. It's pretty high on my list. I'm pretty. Just my summer, because in the beginning of June, I'm going to Alaska. Finally, my Alaskan cruise is coming up. Remember when it was, I won it remember when I went on The Price is Right and won, and then I used it. I was like, I'm going on my dream cruise, and then COVID made it cancel. So June 6th is finally my date to go on the Alaskan cruise. But I'll be back, and hopefully, I can make it work. I'm going to do so. If I can make it work, I'm going to do it. China always creates, problems for India. Is a great dancer. Oh, I'm going to check it out then. With the Sudha, is that how you say it? Yeah, she used to bleed while dancing with her leg bled. Oh, I hope I don't see that. I don't want to see that video. No, just common cold with occasional high fever, loose motion, headache, stomach, nothing serious. Well, I'm glad you're feeling better, Pabria. Hiya, Schmidt. Ask Tejas. He would tell you everything. I kept him as my PA. He is telling me everything. So yeah, then so that's the last thing they found out was Pakistan. See, I didn't know none of this was happening. Hi, Rujo, creators alive. Hi, creators alive. I heard that some people creating problems in New York Metro station. Well, yeah, that's another thing. Like they had the guy going on the subway in the New York and started shooting up people. It's everywhere. And that's why I say I've been watching all my videos in the avatars and Lord Vishnu avatars. I've been watching all those and that Kalki. I was like, I feel like just things are getting crazier and crazier. Don't y'all sometimes like things in the world just getting crazier and crazier with evil, like more just evil and evil happening. That sometimes I'm like, it's scary to think. I mean, this is All right. Hey, crazy. Love you, dear. Pure so. Ah, thank you. And I like when he called me crazy. Criminals are now afraid of JCB here. I don't know what the JCB is. There's even a biopic. Oh, really? All right, I gotta have to check her out. She herself acted her life. It's inspiring. I didn't yet because I'm scared, but I will. So Tessa's Twitter post. That's real. And this is another thing, movie fan. She was eating at dinner and they had the shooting, and then they were like, "Well, you have to pay before you leave." I told her, I was like, I would have. They had a shooting. I would have been like, "Come catch me. I'm out of here. I'll pay later." Like you ain't. I ain't staying here paying this check, and then somebody's shooting up the mall. No. Oh, T just said something is wrong with my ID. I just checked. Is that why I'm not getting all your messages? Oh, Sud had gotten an accident early in her life. She had a prosthetic leg, but due to her strong will, she learned how to dance with it. I have to check her out. I've never heard of her. I'm gonna have to check her out. China's enjoying and using the opportunity of disrupted sudden change due to war. It's also benefited from COVID. But I don't know about now though, Shubham, because you didn't you hear like they're getting hit with COVID. That's what I say too, because they have the even in the US, like the new subvariant Omicron strains like making a spike. And I'm like, that one's just getting the rest of the people who has never had COVID. Like I feel like COVID's gonna get everybody. That's how I feel. But at least now it's like not a deadly, it's more contagious, but the strain is not. I mean, now it's spiking, but Greg works at the hospital and they have zero patients in there right now for COVID. So I feel like it's not as deadly as earlier, but it's gonna get you. And China, they really wasn't hit with it before, but I feel like they are now. I mean, that's what they were. Isn't Shanghai still like on lockdown? And people were like yelling from, give us, because they were locking them down, and then they're running out of food, and people are starving. It's getting them now. I don't know how much it's gonna benefit them because I was like, that's the thing with COVID. I'm like, it's gonna get them eventually. Uh-oh, where did I miss my spot? Where's my spot? Oh, here. I went on a cruise 2 years ago, just before COVID, to Fiji, North Australia, which is one destination you have to visit. Oh, I'd love to go to Fiji. That's like a place you hear, like, oh, go to Fiji, where the rich people go. I mean, that's in the US. I guess you can go easily and if you lived in Australia. Is Tessa okay? Mentally? Oh yeah. Like, well, they got out, but she was like freaking. I mean, she feels better now. And then I think they sent her like apology, the restaurant, like a gift card or something. Come back, we're sorry, like something like that. And mentally she's better, but I mean, it was scary. It's not like she saw them. Like I don't even think she heard like the gunshots or whatever, but they were like it came over the announcements like evacuate. There's the shooter. So I couldn't imagine, but I would have ran. I wouldn't have paid that bill. I would have been like, "Come get me, then. Come find me." you know. Wedding as in New York, China, and Pakistan always try to create civil war in India. As in New York, in early 2000s, China through Pakistan, with help of human bomb, tried to use biological weapons, which caused epidemic in one of the states in India. COVID was designed for leaked in China. Please send my regard. I will. I lost my spot again. To Tessa and me. Oh, I will, Pabria, both of them. But don't worry, it's not time for calculating the situation. Don't say that much. Gold, don't say it's going to get worse because sometimes I feel like it's pretty bad. Yes, I'm in the US. I know I saw that part too. People can be frustrating. Muslim people attacked Hindus during Ram. Oh. I saw a video of like something bad that happened during that. Oh, it was during that. They attacked them during the Ram. Also at night they attacked the petrol bombs and beat up people. I saw something about that. I had no idea what it was around though. Oh, that's what I'm saying. Gold. How bad is it gonna get? Like things are just everywhere you look, there's some kind of killings or war. I'm done with it. I just want peace. And Kalki would have come and save his devotees. Have you heard of So I think Pagal means crazy, don't it? That's one word I always remembered because people would call me Pagal, and I was like, oh, I'm like Pagal Amanda reacts. You hear about Shanghai? Yeah, so that's what I was talking about because Shanghai is on the lockdown, right? Like the world, like, and I heard that I saw they had videos of people like, because if you protest in China, they lock you up forever, right? I mean, that you'd be scared to like say anything against them, but people were like yelling from the balcony, and then they were taking what they called them the people in the white suits, and they were taking like kids from their parents, and oh, that's why it's like thing what I learned about COVID is they ain't no escaping it. They ain't no escaping it. These lockdowns work for like the time being. It won't spread at that time, but it's gonna get you eventually. If it ain't, it's gonna come back because it's spread against the world. But now it's like I feel like it's such a milder disease than before, and especially now that vaccines are here. I'm like, I had it. It was a bad, bad cold, but that's how viruses do. They want to survive, right? They don't want to die out. They want to survive too. So they get more contagious and less deadlier. We're hardest lockdown, right? Even more than Australia. And that was pretty bad movie fan, right? Oh wait, JCB means bulldozer, the vehicle used to bread illegal constructions and dig mud. Vicky break. Can you give where's it at? Where is it at? Can you give some advice on how to concentrate while studying? My ADHD is messing. Listen, I have ADD. Well, not ADHD, but ADD too. My mind, what helps me? This is what real too when I go to sleep too. Like my Greg will be like, how I need noise, like white noise, not noise you're gonna pay attention to, But I'll like all day I'll have the TV on with just a lot of times the news and stuff in the background, but I won't even be paying attention to it. But it helps me because that noise like drowns out all the other distractions. That's what helps me. Yes, I'm from USA. China's so jealous of India. It wants to harm India at any cost with any form because world is looking India as a substitute of China. I know a family friend, 3 hours from China, she's locked down, but they still get supply. Oh, I'm good they could get supplies, but they're saying like some though, they were like, we're running out of food. Katrina Chris, she's pregnant. Matthew Lee! Tell Biden, boom, boom. And then I saw something today. China. Oh, speak a movie fan, right? China and some island made some kind of pact together, and then Australia's mailed about it. That's why I said too much stuff is happening in the world. That's why I get depressed. That's why I was depressed before. I get too emotionally involved in just anything like that happens. Y'all know my emotions are like heightened. I have extreme emotions. So when I get sad, when I get depressed, it's like extra. What are your thoughts on Ezra Miller controversy? So I haven't. So I know it's like the Flash guy, but I really haven't read that much about like actually what he did. But I just saw articles. See, I didn't even read the article this morning that he was arrested again. And I'm like, oh, so I haven't even. I don't have an opinion. I really don't know exactly everything that happened with him. Your stream is delayed. Really? That's why my comments are too. My comments. And I'm falling behind on them. I mean, nice glass. Thank you. Do you want to hear the story of me getting glasses for the third time? Indian media is deadly and extremely funny. Some media reporters are reporting on sitting on JCB. Don't worry, devotion and hard work can save everybody in faith in God is Macaulay also. Yeah, wars just destroy. Oh, I know all the beauty. That's what I said. They'll show pictures too with like the Ukrainians, and then that war and the places there and before and after pictures and it's just so sad. I'm like, it was just you saw the beauty and creations of things before and then it's all destroyed. It brings us back to like the times, what was it? What is the word? Archaeal times? Oh wait, I need to plug in my computer. All right, there we go. Before it dies. People are committing suicide left and right. 437 years are left for cow. That many? Well, I ain't gonna be around. Is the Earth gonna be even be around? Because even that's another thing. I start finding the global warming stuff. That's one reason I do want to go do my Alaska trip. And I was even talking to my mom because they went on an Alaskan cruise twice, which that's the best way because I don't want to like fly to Alaska. Like I want to see the stops and take the cruise. And she said the first time they went, they couldn't get to like through the glacier part area that they create another stop. But then like the second time they went, the glaciers had melted so much that the boat can go through the glacier part. And I was like, that's one reason I want to go. I want to before the glaciers melt. I want to go see all the glaciers and everything before they melt because it's coming fast. China's getting its fruit as you you reap. Uh-oh. I lost my spot. Oh, here. I've heard about a Russian mother who disowned her own son who left Russia because he didn't support the war. It's sad. I know. Think of too, like the Russians that were like that was one thing too, like because many of them have like a family that's in Ukraine and Russian, and I mean that's it's breaking up families. How many doses did you get of vaccine? Four altogether. So I got like the first two, because right, the first two go. No, I got three, three. I can't do math because I got the first two, and because I only had one booster, so I got the first two, and then I got a booster in November. But I'm gonna wait for my next booster. I mean, right now, I still got the super immunities. I had the booster, the three shots, and got COVID. So but I think I'm gonna wait to get because we can do another booster now. They say they're like you can do another, but I don't need it yet. But I think I'm gonna wait because like when the cold, like the flu season, like in November, because summer isn't really bad for spreading germs. Everybody's outside, the weather is nicer and everything, but it's in the wintertime where it really spreads because people come inside and you're all do all inside activities and cluster together inside, and school gets back in the session when it really starts spreading germs. So I think I'm going to wait to get a four. Maybe we'll see, even if I get one. I liked how you said Callie was protector when the narrator in the video said she was a destroyer, and my aunt Callie goddess of death in time video. You are a real devotee in me. Oh, thank you, Gold. I don't even remember that video, like what part you're talking about. A lot of people are like, oh, you said this, and I had to go back in the video because I'll just stuff just comes out my mouth or what I think, and they said she was destroy. I guess because she was like with Lord Shiv, and they want to say Lord Shiv's destroyer, and she's like part of him. But to me, like Mahakali is the protector. She protect. She even came there to protect her devotees. Oh, I love any video. People are like do that, and I have to check it out. The Muslim people plan all this in mosque in their head, and the Muslim priests. Also, there are no cameras inside mosque. After this incident, government. Also, they didn't even have cameras of this. Gigi is sister, right? Wait, is it that older sister? But see, I usually spell G like Gi. Gi is the older sister, but Gigi's older sister, right? And Bon, I learned this from watching the Bridgerton show. Bon, but it's like Malaysian. Bon means younger sister for I think it's Malaysian, right? And Gigi means older sister, but that's could be other parts of India also. I feel like I'm learning. And I remember Pagal's crazy. I remember what Mashi is it mommy, uncle, mommy, Mashi, mother. I'm probably getting those confused, but it's Solomon Island. Yes, Shubham, that's the one I was talking about. Solomon Island near Australia. They made a pact today and they made Australia mad. See, I try to keep up with my events, like the current events happening. They also planned something big for, because that just passed. It was Saturday, right? The Hannah Man. Did you know? I still don't understand this JCB that Vicky's talking about. It's like trucks that dig up things. Did you know JCB Fear is started in a state called which a CM who looks like Vin Diesel. Everyone, Vin Diesel's nice. Nice glasses. Thank you. It helps me read the comments. The owner of solar system in Shiva. Owner in galaxy, not Shiva. Owner in cluster galaxy. Oh, this is gonna get me confused, Shabham. The all unlimited cluster galaxies. There are many Shivas. Many Brahm, many Vishnu, each one source that makes the base of the multi-universe. Watch more about India multiverse theory. It's so interesting. Earth will be restored by God as Kalki is done with his work. So the government was annoyed. Yeah, so movie fans in Australia. So we're going to get inside information here. So the government was annoyed by China by persuading Solomon Islands for a security pact, but it's not good for Australia because the government doesn't want China military. So is that part of the pact? Because that's what they said, like that islands puts it really close to Australia, and this pact, part of the pact is like putting military bases there, because that wouldn't be good. But didn't the US, France got mad at the US recently too, because we gave like Australia like submarine secrets to help against China at their border there. Things get tense everywhere. Like not even like the Europe stuff happening. Now you see like Australia and China over in that area. It's tense. I can't take it. I'm like, I don't want to live in a time because you think back to like other like times in history where it was just struggles and like big time wars, and I don't want to live in times like that. I want to live in times of peace. I don't want my kids to live in time and peace. Like I just want to have like when people are like, what's the meaning of life? That's like always a big question. People, what's the meaning of life? I'm like, I feel like it's just to be a good person and to find your happiness in it. And how can you find that when and be a good person when there's like so much just wrong around you happening? Vin Diesel CM gave the formula of GBH against criminals in their empire. Also mean that I had COVID again and I still didn't feel it. Luckily, I'm triple vaxxed. How'd you know you had it then, movie fan? Just like one of those testings. Now, this is what I'm scared about because I'm going on my Alaskan cruise in June. In the US, they just like the court decision. So planes now don't require a mask if you wear a plane. So I'm gonna have to travel on a plane when I take my trip to Alaska to fly to Seattle, and then so we're gonna fly in like Saturday to Seattle, and then our cruise is Monday. Well, we have to take a COVID test to get on the ship. And if we fail it, we can't even like you're just stuck. You're like, you can't go. You lose your trip. So that's one thing I'm really nervous about, like traveling and getting COVID, even though, like you said, you got to get and didn't feel anything. But even if we take it and we get it, we can't go on the ship, even if we're all right. So that's got me nervous. That has and before the trip, Imma tell the whole I'm like, "You all better be super careful. We're wearing masks every place we like inside the house. We're gonna be on the plane with the super security mat, like the big 95s or something. Because 'cause I'm like, "This has been my dream trip. It's been canceled once already because of COVID. We're not missing it because we test positive before getting on the ship. We just gotta make it on the ship." Hope you're always so happy. I want to like make a oh, thank you, Rohit. There is a hierarchy. Oh, I missed that spot. Our hierarchy of gods at each level, just like a pyramid. And the Supreme Lord, no different names. Well, Supreme Lord's Lord Vishnu, right? Is that we stand? The Supreme Lord is one which known by different names in different religions. By the way, I must say that this war is partly due to America's incompetence, or you can say expansion through NATO. That's what people say. But that's what I say. Like, you can't boss around other countries. If they want to join NATO, if America, who's America to say you can't, no, because of Russia. They wanted to join. They even said, but I don't think that's the truth. I don't think that's the truth. I think that's the same because if that was it, look, they made NATO stronger. Now Finland and what's the other one? Is it Norway? They all want to join NATO. It backfired if that's the thing. And what are you going to say if Russia is mad about that? Oh well, they shouldn't let them join NATO. These are countries with their free, like Russia don't control every country in Europe. Russia, Ukraine is their own country. Russia, they ain't the boss of them. So you can't tell them what they can and can't join, just like them. What if they're going to come and tell India wants to do something and Russia's like, no, you can't do it? I'll be like, you ain't the boss of us. So it ain't their fault. It ain't America's fault. It ain't Ukraine's fault. It's just Russia trying to be the boss. And they're like, yo, you ain't the boss of us, right? Not a request though. Was waiting for your next part of how much to wait. Excited because I myself have not watched it fully. Oh, we're gonna watch it fully together. Good morning, Pabria. Things are looking up slowly but surely. Mass restrictions being lifted little by little, but the mayor. However, deadly subway. Yeah, so Matthew Lee lives in New York. We were just talking about that subway shooter thing. And New York still has mass restrictions, Matthew Lee. Because here where I live, like that's why I said US is so dependent on the cities and the state you live in. Here where we live, we haven't. They even took them. They like the kids. They're none in school. I mean, that hasn't been for a while. It's been optional, but like they had it on the buses here. Remember the school buses? They took that off a long time ago. I haven't seen. You will hardly ever see people here wearing a mask. The only time in the last 3 months that I've worn a mask was on a plane, really, or like when I had to places or if I'm around, like if I'm next to somebody that's wearing a mask, I'll like try to put one on just to be nice. I'm like, maybe they're, immunocompromised. I want to be safe for them. But other than that, you don't see one where I'm at. There's so much to learn about. I know this Shubham. I'm like, the more I learn about it, the more I see that like so much I don't know about it. You're wearing coat and glass. Like a news. I look like a news reporter. It's a sweater because I'm cold though. I look smart. What is the meaning of your name? Amanda means worthy of love. I always like the meaning of my name. When people ask, I'm like, it means worthy of love, lovable. Do you know India supported Russia? Do you know? Oh, wait, why is it? Do you know? Teachers, I'm confused. Which I thought it's do you know? Is that what it's supposed to? Do you know why India supported Russia? Is that what the question is? I figured out some reasons. I mean, they're really, but it's mostly because like they get their military stuff, right? All like your military equipment or your military equipment in the past, and you have to get like parts for the military. I feel like that's one of the big things one of the big reasons that I've learned, and I've read some other reasons too. I try to do research. You're looking. Oh, thank you. Look. I even have a pimple right there. You see it? In Hindu culture, there are 4 cycles. At the end of each, they're reconstructed by gods. And after end of one of 4, there'll be everything will. Uh-oh. Lost my spot. Oh, I'm getting far behind. I better catch up. Because Chinese subs have been close proximity, and even a Chinese sub pointed a laser. Oh, I didn't even know that. A defense ship. That's why Australia is on high alert. I knew we gave our things, but it made France mad because France were going to sell them submarines or something. Be created from scratch by gods, and the process will go on and on. All right, so wait, Fabria said, and at the end of the 4 you cycle, everything will be created from scratch. And like start all over. India supported Russia during war because Russia always stood up, but India always helped India. On the other hand, USA was only to give Kashmir to Pakistan while India pack war. You said that you're looking for conversation on Hindu. Was it real? You said that you're looking. Yeah, Tejas. That was the other thing I was going to say. Like, I know they supported them with a lot of stuff, but was it Putin? So when I was looking at the stuff in Russia's been on the side, because I feel like supporting Russia and supporting Putin is kind of different in my mind. I feel like he's going crazy over there, and doesn't y'all be honest. Even though you think you're like, oh, Russia's our friends, we have to. Aren't they looking embarrassing in this war? Y'all be honest. Be honest. Because I know like everybody's giving Ukraine's weapons, right? I mean, all the NATO they said what was it, is that the country that they gave them like the biggest piece of equipment? Yeah, they just gave them this big, huge piece of equipment. They were like, this is the most expensive, biggest piece of military equipment given from a NATO country to Ukraine. So I know they're getting like a lot of like defense weapons and stuff like that help, but you would think like the Russian army, right? When this first started, I was like, oh, I was like, is Ukraine don't have a chance if NATO don't help. Like, when at first I was like, they don't have a chance. I was like, they're gonna get demolished. Everybody thought that, right? They're like, oh, if and then they started doing sanctions, and I was like, that ain't gonna help because they're gonna be destroyed by the time these sanctions work. And now it's 2 months later, and they had like 8 generals that died, like that Ukraine killed. Then that big warship that the Ukraine sank. And then they're saying something like tens of thousands of Russian soldiers. I mean, they don't know the exact number. And of course, Russia's saying, like, what if Russia was like, we sunk our own ship? Like, they were even denying that, right? They're like, no, it sunk, but they didn't say it was like Ukraine missile. They was like, oh, it accidentally caught on fire, So like they're not giving all information. But even they're saying like the Russian soldiers, they're saying like the numbers low that have died in this, and then Ukraine's the opposite. They're saying like 20,000, like a huge number. But even like our U.S. they even estimated something like they think around 10,000 troops have died, and I'm just like 8 generals. That's been confirmed too. I mean, Russia has the missiles, right? They're firing missiles and just destroying stuff. But as far as like, you need men on the ground and coordination to actually take over the areas that they want. And they're looking embarrassing. That's what I think. And if y'all don't deny that, I don't see how you could say it ain't true. Like it looks pretty embarrassing. Like all of it, they had generals on TV talking about it. They're like, I don't know what Russia was thinking with this. Maybe they thought they were more powerful than they are or something, but it's looking embarrassing. Stay safe. Where am I at? I have a ton of N95 masks. I have like one. I have one N95 mask. Today, USA made weapon, which USA left in Afghanistan before leaving Taliban takeover. Were found in Taliban. They were transported from Afghan. They do that a lot though. Like I know they're like they look like I was reading articles about it about leaving weapons at wars and stuff. They say they do that a lot, although they mostly try to destroy them when they leave them, not just leave them there. But I know they escape fast out of Afghanistan but they said it's cheaper to leave them or destroy them weapons than it is to like transport them back to the U.S. That happens a lot. I was like, I didn't know that either. That was our second time with you. It was fun. Oh, I have so much fun watching those. And a lot of people say that they like watching with me. So it feels like we can watch the parts together and have a conversation about what you had. I love watching the movies together. I think it's fun. That is why we don't trust issues with USA. Trust issue. I mean, I understand. Just like I definitely listen. I People are like, "Well, USA stand up for us." I'm like, I couldn't even say that. I would. I'd be out there, be like, "You better stand up for," because you know how I am protective of against India and my India peoples. But the government, I couldn't listen. I'm with you on that. Also, Australia has a state of Victoria, which are recommended to do 2 rapid tests a week. And one of them I did, and it had 2 lines, but those recommendations have ended. What is your opinion about OEG related this war going on in Ukraine? Like the PM Modi? I think that's what Rakesh is talking about. The PM Modi? Is that what? And war going on in Ukraine. I mean, I don't have enough information to really have an opinion when it comes to him and the war. I hope you heard about Ukraine Russia case. US and NATO were not helping Ukraine as what Ukraine hoped, but showing Ukraine the support in words. So there are so many funniest memes on here. Oh, listen, one of my favorite. Where is it at? I have to show you because I love y'all know I love memes. I do. I love some memes. And this one was one after that. I was just talking about the battleship, that Ukraine sank. And then, well, I don't know if y'all because have you ever heard of that board game Battleship? Well, they had this meme. This is what Greg sent me, and it was him playing the game. That's the battleship game, and then you're supposed to like you're play. I don't know. Have y'all ever played that game? Because it's like battleships, and you do coordinates, and you try to sink them, and then when they sink one, they're like, "You sunk my battleship." So that was funny. Me, I love me some memes. Matthew Lee, who is the mayor? Uh oh. I see him behind. All right, I'm gonna go faster. I'm gonna go faster. Oh, oh, here we go. Who's the mayor of New York? I'm gonna go for joining NATO of Finland and oh, that's what it is. Finland and Sweden. When I say Norway will intensify tensions because Russia will feel more threatened surrounding it. For all directions, exaggerate the situation and threat of nuclear. India hasn't supported anyone. It's just neutral. But that's what I'm saying. Finland, if anything, look, Putin attacking has made NATO strengthen and made that Finland and Sweden want to attack. And then that's what I found was funny because when they were announcing like they wanted to join NATO or whatever, and Putin said, if you join NATO, we're gonna put nuclear weapons near you. And they were like, you already did at this island. It's no different. You're already doing it. you know? But what is it we supposed to be always like is he gonna boss every country around? With saying, "Well, we'll do nuclear war." If you don't like something a country does, it's like who has to do that? No, you can't do that. If you do that, we got nuclear weapons. He's not the boss of all these countries. That's the thing. You're not the boss. They can do what they want. They're a free country. That's what freedom is. They're free to make their choices. If it's bad and that's what he does it, I mean that's on them. But Ukraine, like they're fighting for their freedom because they don't want to be bossed by Russia. I wouldn't either. Because Putin's crazy. I wouldn't want to be bossed by him either. And he hasn't supported anyone. Oh, a neutral. What is your favorite Indian food? Oh, I always, for dinner, at least once a week, we make either tikka masala, chicken tikka masala, or butter chicken. Those are probably my favorite foods, like for meals. And we have at least once a week the butter chicken or tikka masala. Now I don't make the sauces. Like we buy, I'll go to the market spice, the spice galore market with the India, get my India food, my ghees, because I even cook my chicken and ghee and everything, and get my sauces that are already made. So I don't know how to make the sauces. I'm not that good, but those are probably my favorite dinners. Then I like other stuff. Like I like a sweet gulab jalam. Do I say that right? I'm always worried about my words. Yeah, you're right, but we should always think from both perspectives. I just saying this as Russia did got our Warsaw Pact, so should US. I don't know what you're trying to say. But I don't trust no pacts with Russia either. They had a pact with Ukraine that they're not going to attack them when they gave up, like when Ukraine was free and they gave up their nuclear weapons. Remember that? They gave up all their nuclear weapons and they had a pact with US and Russia to never attack them because they're giving up these weapons. Russia don't care about that pact. they don't care about. I agree. Countries can't control other countries. Russia tried to bully Ukraine and it didn't work out the way they thought. Mask is now banned in India. No, really? They banned it? I mean, it's pretty much here. It's optional. U.S. bully its allies, including India, that support this, condemn this, or we will take action against you. We will stop this. And that true friends doesn't force peruse and put condition. Russia never did. I don't know what he's saying. This was USA does a bullying. I mean, they didn't bully. I don't know how they're bullying India that they have to do this. I know that they like talked to China because China, like Russia was asking China for like weapons and whatever, and I know U.S. like talked to that G or whatever and was like, you do that. That's supporting like you kill, the war. And this is the thing too. Everybody's like, oh, the Ukraine, Russia. Russia's the one that Ukraine's just defending itself. They haven't attacked one like Russian. They haven't attacked in Russia once. They only attacked Russia's. This is Russia's war. Russia chose it. Russia's continuing it. Everybody wants it to stop for peace. Russia's the only one continuous. So I don't. I never will support someone that's actively going and killing somebody. No, just because they want to be a bully and tell them you if you join there, I'm gonna shoot you down. No. Mm-mm. Any movies or TV series that you're looking forward to? Do you know I'm not even is this bad movie fan? I'm looking forward more to the Thor movie than even the Doctor Strange. I know the Doctor Strange one's coming up, but I don't know the whole multiverse. I like multiverse stuff, but then I'm like, oh, it's gonna be so much into the multiverse stuff in this Doctor Strange. I feel like I'm gonna get confused and not follow good what's going. I almost hit my computer down. I'm more excited for Thor than that. TV shows that I'm looking forward to. There's not much coming up. I did watch The First Ladies on is it on Showtime? Like the first episode. I really thought the first episode was good. And they have some start like Michelle Pfeiffer's in that, and Viola Davis plays Michelle Obama. That one's looking good. Like I just watched the first episode, but I'm into it already. And then Flight Attendant season 2 is coming out this week, which I'm excited for. I'm not so excited. I know movie fan. I'm not so excited for Lightyear. Is that bad too? Like the new Disney, I saw some footage of that one and I was like, oh, it looks all right. There's not one I'm super excited for. What other movies? I can't think of any on top of my head right now. I mean, Thor's the big one. Chris Evans, Captain America, Army. Thor, Army. Who are you? I miss Cap. I love Thor. I do. I love Thor. I like Chris Evans though, but I mean Thor. He was, and then at the end game, that I mean, even Thor in this, they show him getting back into shape because he was the fat Thor. I do. I love Thor, and I love the Thor movies. Thor Ragnarok. I mean, one of my favorite Marvel MCU movies. Not about who support; it's support whom. It's about what's right and what should be done. What should be done is no war. that's that's always my stance. I'm always for peace, no war. I just saw the news before and looks like Russia just took over its first Ukraine city. I just want karma to happen to Putin. Oh, it will. It will. But that's the thing too. Like that's how they're making fun of it because like it's been going on 2 months and they just now took over the first city that's like the closest to the Russian border after 2 months and you just now got it and it's the one that's like the closest to the border, which should have been like the easiest to take over. They're not that's what I said. Yeah, they have nuclear weapons, but so does all the other countries surrounding them. So they want to use it. They wouldn't be that dumb, I think, to use it because they know they would get pummeled after that. And the regular army, it looks embarrassing. Like they should have just never gone to war because everybody thought, oh, the Russian, military, the Russian superpower, they're this and that. They're the Russian military. You don't never want to mess with them. But now when you see them in action, you're like, oh, Russian military is not that good. Am I the only one that thinks this? Y'all be honest with me. Even though you say it's like they want to stay neutral and stuff, you have to admit, just watching what's happening, it's embarrassing for a little place like Ukraine. But also that gives you like the spirit of the people there too. They were like, when they're fighting for your country either to be taken over and ruled by this Russian dictator or to be a free country, I mean, you have that in you that you're fighting for your freedom. I mean, you're going to fight hard. You have to admit that Russia is standing ground against all these countries. Standing ground against all these countries they're only fighting one, Ukraine. you know? Yeah, they're giving them weapons, but even the weapons they're giving Ukraine isn't even like half or probably even a fraction of the amount that weapons Russia has. And 71 US was ready to attack India during war with Pakistan, but Russia stood up for India. Russia was always there for India without any condition. but U.S. put pressure conditions threaten India. So people don't trust U.S. Is nuclear attack possible? Oh, first, Shubham. I read a lot about that, and I can see no, I can see why people would be like, "Oh, Russia want to take up Russia." But that's why I say I feel like it's different. There's being friends with Russia, and then there's this crazy dictator Putin. Like I separate the two. For me too, I'm like, oh, I hope the Russian people sees like the ones that are brainwashed with only the media that they allow them to see. I hope they can see the truth in some ways. I think I hope they can see, and a lot of them have. And I'm like, and they're leaving Russia and getting out of there, and they're getting mad, or they imprison them for that Navalny for like 10 years for made up charges. Like a lot of people have seen and follow that Navalny and stuff. So I feel like I put it too. So Russia and Putin is too different for me. Two different thing, and Putin's crazy. And I think a lot of the Russian people don't want to be under his dictatorship either. Hi, Cassie. See, dear, in international politics, no one is friends, it's only allies. Nobody's supporting Russia, not even India. India voted on Russia's favor only because of friendship. India tried many times to make Russia understand and stop the war, but they didn't listen. I think most people, even I think China, even China thinks like, let's have peace. Like nobody wants this. But yeah, Russia was neutral. They voted neutral in that. Do you know how Kali wears a garland of skulls to represent 55 alphabets of the language spoken by her? Currently mentioned the oldest language in humanity. Oh, I didn't know that's why she wore because I seen like wearing the skulls and stuff. I didn't know that was the reason. Thank you, Ion. Why are you guys becoming friends with India? Because it needs India to counter China. Shabam, I'm all for this. Listen, I'm like, forget Russia being friends. Why can't we just be friends? They don't listen to me. I will tell Biden, Japan, be friends with India. Like that would be my happiest moment. Like if we would have some kind of pact or something with India and support each other, allies, that would be, I would love that. Putin is evil. He needs stopped. And that's the thing. Like he's definitely a war criminal. You watch this stuff, like he's attacking places like on purpose, attacking the civilians and it's on purpose, attacking maternity wards. Like, I mean, you're making these places targets that are just civilians. You're just trying to wipe out the people now. You're just trying to wipe it out. That's like your plan. Instead of sending in, the military, because your military is not good, you just have missiles. So you just bomb everything, all the people, kill them all, and that's how you take over. He's evil. What is that? I'm loving Moon. Oh, movie fan. Are y'all loving Moon Knight series? It's so weird. I mean, I watched the first 4 episodes a long time ago. And what was the third one today or fourth? Because the fourth one ended just crazy. It just got crazier and crazier for me. And when the fourth one ended, I'm just like, that's how it ended. I'm just like, what? That's what I keep saying throughout the whole new Moon Knight series. What? What's happening? What's going on? Geopolitics doesn't support morality or dharma. That's why I'm just politics is for evil people too, right? Politics is people are like, why don't you go into politics? You keep up with it and have a lot of good opinions. I'm like, no, I have too good of a heart to be a politician. No, you have to have people that don't have a heart. Do you who is supreme God and do I know who is do you I'm not sure that question, Vishal. Do you who is the supreme God in Hindu religion? I'm sorry for May, Dr. Strange too. Obi-Wan. Oh yeah, that's another series I'm not looking forward to. Is that terrible too? I'm gonna tell you all the truth. I really didn't even like so much the Boba Fett series. I liked the Boba Fett series when it came back to more of the Mandalorian, but the other parts I wasn't. And then Obi-Wan I'm kind of worried about because Star Wars Celebration is starting at the end. They have the Star Wars. It's coming back. Well, it's coming back because it was out. They stopped it for COVID, and they were supposed to do like Obi-Wan watching the episodes and stuff, but they didn't give screeners to critics and everything. So whenever there's no screeners, I'm like, It might not be good. I don't know. I'm kind of iffy of how the Obi-Wan's going to be. I hope it's good. India support Russia. USA is trying to pack Russia by using expansion of NATO. Pack is trying to pack Russia. Russia is doing self-defense. What are they doing self-defense with? Ukraine already told them from the beginning. They already said, okay, we're not going to join NATO. They're still attacking. It's just more like Putin just tries to think up any excuse. That's what it is. Oh, NATO. What, NATO? So you want to take over Ukraine and be closer to NATO? Is that your purpose? Ukraine already said they're not joining NATO, so you're going to be closer to NATO, and then you're going to attack the next Poland next to it because they are. Oh wait, NATO's now on our border too. No, that ain't the reason. I mean, that's a good excuse to use it. Oh, NATO, but it ain't the reason because Ukraine already said they won't join, and they're still attacking them. But we all like most of us already knew that was more lies from Putin. Most of us knew that's just more lies. Oh, I'm far behind. All right, let me go fast. I'm gonna go fast. All right, here I am. Jesus, yes, the shame of Russia being one of the strongest countries. They planned to over this war in 3 days, but Ukraine was fighting superb. See, and Russia was. They were saying it was they. They don't have. That's what the problem. They say their troops are not really trained. Like they're just running around, not knowing what. They didn't even know why they were there. They were saying that. That is mostly because many Russian soldiers are not willing for the war. Do you really think Russia is a weak country? Give it a thought. What do you think? Just support a country's own answer. Yeah, Russia. Because this is the troops don't want to be in it because they know this war is for nothing. Like you're attacking just for what? You just want to gain back the old USSR? No, like or you tell them or we're getting rid of Nazis, so we're trying to kill the leader who's a Jewish person. Can you do your home tour? I will one day. I've done it before. You look at the history. U.S. was always against India, sanctioned India, and always stood with Pakistan against India. That he will soon and he will soon. And Putin done lost his mind more than ever. That man needs to be stopped. Held war criminal. I'm very curious on how he will be punished for starting the war. The battleship meme. Putin's not patriotic. He's not. Being patriotic is caring about your citizens. He don't care about his citizens. He don't care about those troops. He's killing tens and thousands of his own troops. That's not patriotism. That's wanting to go down in history as you being want to be in the history books as you being the person that restored the USSR and you're going to attack that ain't patriotism. Once you try to look this war from India's perspective. I mean, I see why India wants to stay neutral, and no, I see the reason. I'm not even saying they shouldn't be against Putin now. I'm like, at first, before I said it, and I was like, why isn't India on the side of like a country wanting to be free? Right? I was like, shouldn't everybody be on the side of country wanting to be free and not taken over by a dictator like that crazy guy who's attacking them, trying to take them over? But once I like read more of the history and stuff, I understood why India took the stance of just staying neutral. You are very pretty. Oh, thank you, Vivek. Even with my glasses. Then why putting weapons near Russia border by expanding NATO? Because why? Because countries want to join NATO. Finland, that's what I said. Where was it? Finland want to join. Are you going to tell them no because Russia said no? Like, oh, we can't because Russia's the boss. No. If a country is free, if they want to do it, that's their choice. Is India gonna say they go tell Finland and Sweden they can't because Russia will get mad? I do accept that India right now is in a huge dilemma. Which side should it take? But it's true that India PM is the only one who has talked to both countries for stopping war. Because of some technical fault, India fired nuclear missile bomb in Pakistan. It's one of the strongest missiles in India. Thankfully, it hit the place where there was no one. Oh, I didn't know about. Is that? Galab Jalam. You know I love some Galab Jalam. Putin shouldn't be pressuring and searing on the countries. They are free to do what they want. See? Movie fan knows. You haven't tasted India. I haven't tasted those yet. You should try. I like them. Then why Ukraine want to join NATO and USA, trying to make him too? Then why not now? I don't know what God Thor was asking. Why does Ukraine? They wanted to join NATO before, but they had already told a month ago that they won't, and Russia's still attacking. They're like, fine, you don't want. That's why you're attacking us. We won't join because they know that's not the reason. They know that's not the reason. Russia is clearing the place Russia is clearing the place which is using against Russia. Nobody's using against Russia. Nobody has attacked Russia. Russia's the only one attacking another country. Nobody attacked the Russian country. When did Ukraine attack Russian country? Tell me this. They haven't. They're defending themselves. It's called defending themselves. It's called they Mariupol, Donbass, even Crimea. That Russia already took in 2014. That's Ukraine. If a country's going to come into yours and start taking areas, you're going to be like, oh, well, let's not attack them because what? No, you're going to defend yourself. I also don't like this word during 21st century. Oh my God, I forgot to tell you. I met Jane Seymour. Should I promote a new Australian film? Right? Dr. Medicine Woman. Isn't that Jane Seymour? Wasn't she Dr. Medicine Woman? I'm not too excited for Lightyear. How do you like Moon Knight series? Oh, we talked about that. USA and Western countries are putting pressure to stop in India to buy oil. Russia and India buys 1% oil. Russia and India, they are not pressuring European countries. They're just requesting them. And some countries put exception and sanctions by Russian oil. This is part of US and West India. I can't wait for Doctor Strange 2. Joker Pakistan PM. Oh yeah, Doctor Strange 2. I can wait. When he stepped in Russia, all right, Joker Pakistan PM. When he stepped in Russia, war began. Now he is no more. Pakistan PM he praised India. I don't know if I understand that joke. Maybe I need to know more about it. Russian military is not killing the civilians in the beginning, but helping USA and Europe buy weapons make them angry. So it's modern warfare. No, it's called criminal warfare. It's called Russia has signed pacts not to attack civilians in war, and they're breaking all the pacts that they did and treaties by doing it, and it's called criminal warfare, not modern. Full support to Russia. Biden is blunder as he did in Afghanistan. No one should trust Biden. No one should trust Biden, right? Is that why when he warned everybody that Russia was going to attack and they were like, nobody trusts Biden, and it happened? Everybody says, oh, we don't trust Biden. He keeps telling you what's going to happen, So go ahead, keep not trusting him. Want to understand India and Indian stand, you need to look closely to India-US Russia ties and relations. You would definitely change your opinion. They said about nuclear bomb in 1948. U.S. started protesting. U.S. created NATO to ensure all the countries supported them to stop Russia develop new bombs and destroy their existing bombs. Through NATO, they dissolved USS, one of NATO members, but U.S. dissolved USSR. Russia wanted to become, denied NATO, created that. Russia clarified no NATO allies should come near Russia or else they feel the heat. No NATO allies. So, no NATO allies will feel the heat. And they can have nuclear weapons at all these countries' borders, but they can't join an alliance. No, Russia they want to be a bully, right? They want to bully all the countries around them. Russia wants to tell all the countries what to do. And if they don't do it, they're like, well, we have nuclear weapons. No wonder though, like US, like, do you ever hear US being in a war somewhere or even mad at another country? Have we ever been like, we got nuclear weapons, we'll bomb you. We got nuclear weapons, we'll bomb you. I'm going to tell you, you ain't heard that. But every day out of Putin's mouth, we got nuclear weapons. We got nuclear weapons. We're going to use them. We got nuclear weapons. Yeah, no wonder why we don't want this crazy guy to have nuclear weapons. A lot of countries have. India has nuclear weapons. Do y'all go around saying Oh, we don't like you, this and that. We have nuclear weapons. No, because who does that? Crazy dictators do that. You hear anything about Halloween 2 filming rumors? They are trying to make. Oh, I don't know. Who be Halloween? No one is helping Russia yet. Everyone is shedding tears for Ukraine. And in 91, everyone else forcefully broke USSR. And Ukraine was part of Russia back then. And I don't need to tell about US. Yeah. So Ukraine, like a lot of countries were part of Russia back then, right? Wasn't Slavia, like all those countries were part of Russia back then and they broke up and became their own countries. And now they're their own countries. You can't be like, oh, hey, Dan Hall. Thank you. He gave me to talk about Hoopy Halloween too. Well, I saw that he said though, where am I at? Where he's asked about it. And I don't know if they're making one. But Dan Hall, are you really? Because the Hoobie one, I wasn't even the biggest fan. I love Adam Sandler, but they did have, oh, I liked his mom in that. They did have some good characters. I'd be interested though. Did even Hoobie one do that well? With have Kevin James on again. Oh my God, Kevin James. Do you know? Look, I'm talking to Dan now. Did you see the interview when I asked him, like, I thought his brother was him in that movie and he laughed about it? I'm so far behind on comments. Let me try to go faster. Let me try. Russian military is not good. Begin the war. Yeah, U.S. says through Russia. Have you heard? All right, so anything about Hoobie filming rumors? They are trying to make it in time for Halloween. I didn't know this though. I'm gonna have to look into this, Dan. Let me know because I'm gonna. I mean, you can't have it after Halloween, so it'd have to be this Halloween or next. No one. All right, I read that from Babria. India's national sweet. Oh, I didn't. I'm gonna have to try that one. Jalebi. We all came to politics. I know. Didn't we talk about? We're not going to talk about politics. I haven't seen the fourth one. Let's talk about. I don't know the rumors. I don't look. Dan Hall. We're going to Google this. What is the Hoobie 2 Halloween rumors? Hoobie Halloween 2. Now I'm interested. He's going on about this. I never even heard about it, so now I'm going to have to find out. In fact, oh, it's the latest thing it says that doesn't. Oh, maybe that's an old article. No really new articles about this Halloween. Just will it happen? So I guess there. Oh wait, is it returning, renewed, or canceled? Oh, I forgot Maya Angelou was in that. She was good, but it doesn't even say. I don't know any of the rumors, Dan Hall. None. Tonight I will send you the famous meme. I want to see this meme. By giving NATO lollipop to Ukraine, NATO is trying to force Russia's hand from all sides. Russia is just reacting to that. The war is bad option, but Ukraine didn't listen. I feel like it's different for Bria. Yeah, people want Ukraine, like especially people like in Europe. They don't want Russia to get the crazy dictator get crazy and crazier. They tried to stop this war from the beginning before it even happened, but crazy Putin. Ukraine even was like, let's have peace talks, and they're not even working. Like, we won't join NATO, still attacking. That ain't what Russia wants. That ain't what Russia wants. They don't care about NATO or nothing. They want the old USSR reunited. Putin's crazy, So what? What did they tie in their hands by having more allies that want to join an alliance because they want to have friends to defend their freedom? NATO is a defensive alliance. It's not, it doesn't attack. The whole alliance is defensive. That means the whole pact is if a country attacks us, one of our NATO allies, then we will retaliate. We will band together to retaliate. It's if you read the NATO, it's only a defensive alliance. So they're joining because they want protection if one of these crazy countries decides they just want to take over and to attack like Putin has done, that they're going to have friends to help defend their democracy. It's not an attack alliance. NATO has never went and just was like, well, let's go attack Russia. No. So what they're not wanting to defend, they don't want countries around them to have friends to be able to defend themselves. That's what Russia's saying by joining, not want NATO to, to expand, or other countries that doing it. They don't want other countries to have the ability to defend themselves, because that's what NATO is, in a defense alliance. So if they're not joining NATO, then why didn't Ukraine go in and withdraw its application for NATO membership before the war? Oh, they wanted to join before the war. I'm saying this was like when Russia said, this is what things were to stop the war. You have to not join NATO. Ukraine was like, that fine. We're not. We're already done. We're not going to join anyway. Done. They had different stance for India West. Same issue. Have you seen Channing Tatum Dog? I haven't seen that. Is it good? Oh, I like the Lost City. Lost City was fun. Herbie Halloween. I'm gonna have to look up maybe on Twitter will tell me some of these rumors. During World War II, around 500 children in Poland were given shelter in India. They still come here to visit. Oh, Kevin James on again. If we do a Hoobie Halloween, I'm gonna have to have some Kevin James on. Stop talking politics. Stop talking Hoobie Halloween. Can we talk about something other than politics? India and US are strong. See, we weren't even supposed to talk about politics. This chat is very loving it. Well, some people like talking about it while you're alive. It's very hard to make people in the West understand why India is neutral. Shut him. It's not very hard. I told you like 5 times. I understand why. I don't know why you keep going on. I was like, I understand why. I agree. I understand why. Yes, I understand, Shubham. It's not hard. I understand. And I agree. I understand why you're neutral. The chat is behind. She will get to your topic. I know. I finally got, look. Am I almost caught up? Does that mean I'm in it? Expose the part of the, yeah, she playing Dr. Quinn. Medicine Woman. I knew that. Germany was one of the stopped Ukraine from becoming a member. See, Germany, if it had become part of it earlier, it might not have had this problem. That's true. Who is in wrong side after Putin? Because his decisions are not, I don't understand what that. Who is in wrong side after Putin? Which is your favorite place and where? Which is your favorite place in the world? I have to go to more places to make that decision. I haven't been to that many places in the world. He's very clear on his stance, but Western countries are very hypocrite in their stance. Talk Hoopy Halloween too. Has anybody else heard about these rumors? Because we have to help Dan Hall in this. Russia gave idea to India what should be done to some country who is troubling you. Can you review? I haven't watched it yet, the KGF yet. I want to stay, but I have to go. See you next week. Bye. Bye, movie fan. We feel like power of USA and its allies is decreasing. This can create an unipolar world control. Well, I don't know, because that's one thing they say with this war with Ukraine and Russia, that it has, definitely NATO, when Trump was in, he wanted to dissolve NATO. He pulled out of treaties. He pulled out of Syria, did all this stuff because, they always said he's Putin's puppet. That was Putin's puppet. But now they say that this Russia-Ukraine has done the opposite of what Putin wanted, that has made NATO stronger than ever, and now Finland and Sweden want to join, right? So it's even like making other countries want to join because they see their crazy neighbor and they want to be able to defend themselves if that one decides to go crazy on them too. Whenever war begins, it's not about the clash between two other people. It's about the clash between two leaders' minds, so they should consider innocent people who are vulnerable. I agree with that one. I agree with you there. Wow, your Hoobie movie was my favorite review. Thank you, Dan. Only watch you because I thought you were a Hoobie head. And now you say you don't like it. Dan! Dan! That's a thing called Hoobie head. Isn't that the one I didn't like? The one with that Adam Sandler? I think I had the wrong movie in my head. Was he in that with that? Because now I'm joining this. I need to go back and watch it. Did I like it then? I must be thinking of a different movie if I didn't like it. Y'all know how this is another thing with age is my memory going. Official movies India. Putin is making Russia into a satellite state of China. War should have been avoided. Which country you belong? U.S. I'm heartbroken. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to review your favorite video. Maybe I was thinking of a different one. I bet it was the Adam Sandler. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it. If my review said I liked it, I'm sure I did it just then. I'm thinking of a different movie then with the Hoobie. How are you doing? Bye. Bye, Tejas. Those specs are like, thank you. I'm gonna, oh, well, sorry, Dan Hall. Bye, Dan Hall. We'll miss you. Revealed your true feel. I didn't know he had such strong feelings about this Hoobie. Please reply which country you belong. USA. The wars cost Russia so much. That's why Putin will not stop until he gets something to cover the cost. Please give more reactions. Which country you belong to? USA. Okay, if we're done with NATO, then why Ukraine's still getting help from NATO countries? Because because they I'm sure I think the one of the main reasons like for the countries around them, like Slavia, right? With them helping out Ukraine, I think that guy even said like because they know they could be next, right? That was like one thing with Slavia wanting so much to help Ukraine is like they were like, isn't that what the leader of Slavia kind of said? They were like, if we Ukraine's fighting the war for all of us, especially ones that were part of the USSR. I mean, that's what kind of they said. So they're like wanting to help them because they're like Ukraine's fighting this war for all of us who were part of them, all of the countries that want, to be free of them and not under a dictatorship. So of course they want them to win. They don't want Russia to keep expanding and what will be next? Moldova, Slavia, like what was the other countries that was part of the USSR that Putin wants, to reclaim. What do you think about India? I love India. What are you saying can be true about NATO, but against whom NATO is willing to defend itself? I don't know what that question means. What you are saying can be true about NATO, but against whom NATO is willing to defend itself. I'm not sure of that question. My audio doesn't work. Do y'all hear me? I think you're dead. Oh, it's working. What time is it? After all, no one. Uh-oh. I lost my spot. Oh, here. After all, no one is innocent. We know the 20 years. I think saying this much is enough. Adam Sandler movie. You loved it. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it. I mean, I'm definitely not a Hoobie head. I would remember everything. But I mean, it was the one at Christmas. And didn't I do a pumpkin? I mean, not at Christmas. I said Christmas, Halloween. It's not even a year ago. I'm going to go back and watch it, Dan. I'm going to go back and watch it. Especially if a Hoobie 2 is coming out. You know English. What is your profession? That Hoobie review was a lie. I don't even remember my Hoobie review. This is the good thing about me with watching movies, though. I can watch something over and over because I forget what happens in a lot of it. I do. Russia can't win this war. Russia can't win with this war with this small country, even after a month, makes Russia funny before the world. Ukraine is still fighting. It's crazy, unbelievable. Yeah, like it's what I said. It exposes how weak the Russian army really is. I mean, they have missiles. They ain't nothing about that. They have nuclear weapons and stuff. But as far as their military and the military power to be able to, you don't have it. I don't feel like a video. Dan Hall. I think he's just messing with me. I thought you were the biggest Hoobie fan. Well, I'm not that, Dan Hall. I'm not the biggest movie fan. Hi, World Peace. That's what we need in the chat, World Peace. King of rock and roll, Elvis Presley. I'm being to like Dan Hall. Now you're just being mean. I'm gonna look, Dan Hall. You're in a timeout. Why are you being mean now? Saying names because people don't remember Hoobie, and now you want to take it all out on everybody. I love your video so much. My favorite YouTuber. Thank you, Daniel. Dan Hall doesn't agree. Or there's some foreigners. I'm like caught up. And I've been on almost 2 hours. I'm surprised. I didn't know. Look, I didn't know. I feel like Pabria. Where's my Pabria? Where's he at? Pabria. I didn't know he was on the side of Russia on this Pabria. I'm a little shocked to defend Russia in this. Or everyone from India, or there's some foreigners. I like your reactions. I love your video. Thank you, Dean. Elvis Presley or Michael Jackson. Dan Hall, I've yet to watch that movie. All right. Well, it's been almost an hour and a half. Please react to the Christian's wife. I live near the birthplace. Oh, rock meat. Really? I want to come make my trip and check out all the places in India. All the places. Like do like a whole tour. What's in your cup? Coffee. Now I don't have anything to say. We done went through the politics. I'm glad that we're talking about politics because I know we have different opinions on this. I was shocked though about Pabria. Oh wait, okay. See Pabria, I'm shocked though about Pabria. He's taken up for Russia. I wouldn't have thought of this of you, Pabria. Then tell me if Russia is trying to unite, then why choose Ukraine? Why not any other countries? I guess they thought Ukraine. I mean, what other countries they going to do? Right? So wait, let's look at I don't even know the map, but Ukraine is right next to them. Plus Ukraine has that access. I mean, that's why they want Crimea, Mariupol, all that because it's that access to the sea. So it'll be for strategic reasons. I would think that would be the first place I would go to, especially if you have like the huge naval and all that submarines that you would want the control of the sea. And that was like the first place, the Crimea, right? Because it was like Crimea's right on that strait. Then they wanted Dubas. They wanted that whole coastal sea right now. And you're not just gonna. Why not attack any other countries? I mean, are you gonna want to take on more than one attack? Are you gonna want to take over more? Only LGBT I've seen is Cobalt Blue from Netflix India. Are you going to watch The Flight Attendant? Yes, season 2. I can't wait. It comes out tomorrow, right? Say Kazakhstan. Say, oh wait, he's saying like other places like Kazakhstan. A lot of places though they say like Belarus, right? They don't need like to attack places like Belarus now because that leader does whatever he says, right? Like if you have countries already, and before they didn't need to attack NATO because they had that leader, right? Didn't they have that leader that was pretty much just another Putin puppet, right? And then that's why they ousted that guy and got what Zelensky in now. But I mean, if you already have like a puppet that you can control. But what was there? So if it's reason for NATO, if NATO is actually if Pabria, if you really think NATO is the reason, which Pabria, I know you. You got to be. You really think NATO is the reason? Why in 2014 then did they take Crimea? Why there? Why, if NATO's the reason, why did they keep changing, saying, well, we're first going in, like tell the people, we're just taking Donbass, what are those one places, because they need to be free. But then you can attack the whole country. And then you say, oh, it's to denazify them. But the leader's Jewish. Like, it's just excuse after excuse. I don't know how anybody can actually believe what comes out of his mouth. Pabria. I'm just shocked about this. I'm shocked about Pabria actually believing some of this stuff that what Putin. When you do a reaction to Indian music, you will be mine. I always do. I've done plenty to Indian music. It can't help. It can't help. It can't get help from them. I don't know what that was. Even. Reaction. Amanda, do you choose Taylor Swift or Ariana Grande? Oh, I love Taylor Swift. You're back on track with my Hobbit series. Yes, I will have a new one tomorrow. Tomorrow, new one. How old are you? 45. You see Russian map. It's mostly surrounded by water. It does not need those two provinces from Ukraine. So then why did it take them? It doesn't need them. What about Crimea? Why doesn't it take Crimea? I'm saying it's the access to that, like, it's the access to that sea right there. It's surrounded by water, but access to Europe and the other countries you're saying, access to Moldova, Slavia. I mean, that's all you need a strategic part there to get access from water. India loves USA and Russia equally. There are some super actually and liberal people in India spreading hate. Things are not going well. I hate to delete Twitter because of hate messages. Oh, yeah, I get them too. Listen, when you have like, I have like what, 90,000 people in my Twitter and the check mark and stuff. When you have all that, I get plenty of hate messages. But don't delete it. Just ignore it. Who cares? That's what I say. I get hate messages. I'm like, who cares? People ain't gonna agree with you. If they want to spread hate through it, I don't get it. What time is it there? It's bedtime here. It's almost 11 in the morning. I have a question. What would be a good age to watch a show prime in Oh, Jenny in Georgia? Oh, I like that one. I feel like, see, I told you I forget about a lot of stuff, but Jenny and George, I'm gonna have to go back and look with that one. Daniel, come back and ask me that too. I'm gonna have to go back because I have to refresh and go back and even I have a probably review up for it too somewhere. Well, I am 17. If you talk Crimea is fault of Russia, then India is guilty for Bangladesh. I watched Game of Thrones. What's bad with the world is most of the people thinking that their power and greed is everything, but that's more important than being human, evolved, and consciousness. I'm with you there. 1971. Are you married? Yes. I don't know about Bangladesh, Priya. I don't know. But all I know is if a country comes and just look at why is one reason India don't like China, right? With like the whole Tibet thing, didn't they just come and take like Tibet from India? China did. It's kind of like what Russia's doing like to Ukraine now, just going like we're taking this, it's ours now. It was ours. They have Russian people that live there. It's ours. Oh, and now we're coming back. That was Crimea. Now we're coming back and taking these two also. That's ours. Oh, and now, but wait, we're saying we're taking these two places, but we're really going to attack the whole country and try to assassinate your leader 4 times. That's ours. But no, but the whole country's ours. Like, you can't just, how can you defend a country that just comes in and be like, we're taking you, you know? I mean, that's what they did back in the days, but I thought we're more civilized now. I thought that's like the whole thing, like the world's be more civilized than the days where the countries just came and conquered each other. If you have issues with subtitles, maybe you could try using VPN and share screen with maybe with someone who has access. I know, like that one season, I had trouble. I had a lot of trouble. Bangladesh and Crimea are not comparable. Crimea is part of Russia now. Bangladesh is independent now. Well, Crimea was independent, and actually Ukraine was always like, we don't. They never was like, okay, here, give it to you. They just took it, right? It was taken. But Crimea was independent until Russia just decided they wanted to take it because that's what they do. But I don't know much about the Bangladesh, so I can't even say like compare them because I really don't know much. Maybe I should go look at that history. What happened in 1971? I learned so much from y'all. Please react on that. Did you watch the movie Antebellum? I did. I really liked that movie. A lot of people didn't. I did. You believe in Aryan invasion theory? I don't know. Bangladesh was part of Pakistan, but Pakistan people tortured Bangladesh people. Bangladesh people asked for help. India helped. We India business problem. If Russia is guilty, then so is everyone else. But Bria, how is everyone else guilty? You said, oh, so wait, that's what the thing you're saying is comparable. And he says not comparable, but it's because, but it's because India went and freedom because they were being tortured. And you think, but you really think Crimea was being tortured by Ukraine people? You think the other places are being tortured? You think the people of Ukraine want Russia to come in? That's why they're fighting so hard. They want Russia to control them. Pabria, I don't know where you're getting some of this. Like I know Pabria, and I respect a lot of his thoughts, but I'm shocked that you were like back at like you don't see the big picture of this. And I know people like Western media is biased. They only do this. And then this is what I understand when people say that. I'm like, how come then everything you're telling me, like with the stuff in war, Russian or Western media has covered it. Like people like Western media is biased. But then I'm like, well, what are they biased against? And then they'll tell me, and I'm like, we knew that. That was on Western media. Or they'll tell me something else. I'm like, I knew that too. Western media has covered it. Like, if anything, we are like overloaded with all the different sides. All the different sides. We're overloaded with it. The side for this inside and this side, the countryside. Like, but I still don't see your point into this, how it could be the same. A free country that's independent, okay, being taken over by another country, and they don't want to, and they're fighting against it, is the same as Bangladesh being tortured by the people, and then India helping for them to gain their freedom. Seems kind of totally different there to me. India's biggest problem, Pakistan and China. If Russia is guilty, then so is everyone else. Please tell me Russia is guilty, then why US invaded Afghanistan and stayed there. Bangladesh was separated from Pakistan because of huge difference in cultural differences. Pakistan tried to impose language. People speak Bengali. India is a country of saints, philosophers. This world is a family for Tiffany. Please write. Please tell me Russia is guilty. Then why? Well, what does Afghanistan have to do with Russia? And stayed there. Yeah. Russia even tried to attack Afghanistan and stayed there many years. I don't understand how if right Russia like went to Afghanistan and tried to attack them and take them over and had to retreat there too. So I don't know what you mean if Russia's guilty, then why the U.S. They both attacked Afghanistan, both Russia and U.S. I mean, U.S. had the reasons right with the whole 9/11 terrorism thing, but I was against all that. I'm not for war. You want to say, well, U.S. did this and it's caused this war. I'm like, oh yeah, I was against that too. I'm not for war. I'm not. I was against that too. I don't think they should have went and stayed in Afghanistan 20 years. That's why I was. People were like, look at Biden pulled out of Afghanistan. I was like, good. I love that Biden did that. You're good. Leave Afghanistan. We shouldn't have been there. We're not. I don't want to be US to be bullies too. And if they do that to other countries, I would be saying the same thing. It's not that I'm just like US. No, if I see crazy dictators trying to take over countries, if even if they're my friends and even if they're my own country, I'm gonna call them out. Right is right and wrong is wrong. You can't tell me that Russia attacking a country of an independent country, a free country, just because for the reasons that they don't want them to join something. They want to bully them. They want to boss this country around. If someone come to India, you got to do this. We're going to attack you. You're just like, okay, let's do it. No, an independent. If you truly want freedom, you're going to have to defend yourself against crazy people like that and dictators. And countries shouldn't just come up to other free countries and be like, you do this or we're attacking you. We're a civilized nation. I just don't understand it or how anybody can be for this or how anybody can defend crazy Russia because Ukraine not once has attacked Russia. No country, there's not been one missile or anything hit on Russian soil. So to be like Russia's not at fault, they're the ones attacking. They're the only ones attacking. The others are just defending. There's only one person at fault here. It's the people that are attacking and they against, the people who like saying, no, we want peace. Stop attack. Just stop attacking us. We're not going to attack you. We're not even going to join NATO. Just don't try to attack us. And they won't stop. That's crazy. There's no defense for that. There's no defense for that. Well, now I know we're being hypocrite, but a bit, but we have to be selfish for our country. We're rich like Western nations in Japan, Korea. We need to think of our people. Well, that listen, that's why I was like, Shubham keeps saying you have to understand it. That's where I understand India. I'm like, yeah, I agree now. India should stay neutral, stay because I mean it don't have like I don't trust the US to be on their side. I wouldn't either. I wouldn't even though trust Russia to be the. I mean, Russia's been your friend, whatever. But you think. Tell me this: Russia's your friend, but you think for 1 minute that if China comes and attacks India, that Russia's going to defend them? No way, no way. Xi and Putin, they declared each other best friends. So I hope India stays neutral. That's what my hope for. I'm like, don't trust U.S. fine, but definitely don't trust Russia. I hope y'all stay neutral. That's the best thing for them to do. That's the best thing. I'm with you. That's why I said I agree with Shubham. I understand. What about Lord Krishna? I say the U.S. is way more hypocrite than all hypocrite. I am against war, but with Russia. I am against war, but with Russia. Well, I mean, you can be wrong for Bria. I would never be with a crazy like dictator that just goes and attacks countries. Like even if it was my own, I look when they were like even what was it? What was it? Saudi, after 9/11, they did all that and Bush and those wars. Oh, I spoke all against that. Oh, all against it because it's not for me. It's not about like well my country and this and my country does no wrong. No, I'm gonna call out if it's my country that does wrong, if it's another country, if it's a friend of my country, you know. I don't know how long it's been, but I just got here. Hi, just a guy, and I'm just gonna be leaving. Are you from Russia? I'm not from Russia. Since this video is titled just ask me anything. I'm gonna ask, have you seen any of the videos I made? I've seen some of the beginnings. Have you done new ones? Johnny's not asking. Uh-oh. You leave a comment just to ask if you see. I haven't seen latest. I'm gonna have to check them out. Just a guy. Was always bad. Remember what Krishna does, but I right Jignesh. I mean, I feel like if any war is never good, never. I would never. I'm never be for it. I'm so sleepy. I'm going to take a nap. Sorry, I could be here. Oh, I gotta go too. It's already been 2 hours. But look, I'm getting with Pabri because I'm shocked at Pabri's answer. Russia war in China, not ally. Fingers in India. Otherwise, their friendship will be over. And you believe Russia. Russia has broken, even in this last one, they're broken so many treaties. I mean, they had a treaty with Ukraine never to attack them if they gave up their nuclear weapons. That's gone. That was gone 2014 when they attacked for Crimea. Like this is I don't know how you can watch anything that's happening and take Russia's side on this. Because why? Because they don't like NATO surrounding them. They don't like other countries being able to defend themselves if Russia decides to attack. That's what NATO is. So Russia doesn't like countries being able to defend themselves. That's what it comes down to, right? It's not using attack, but that's what it comes down. Russia doesn't like NATO, a defense military. In India, right? Did you say India tried to join NATO and they would let it? Is that what it was? Probably though, if India decided they want to join, you better watch out. Russia gonna be killing y'all too, just because they can boss around everybody that they don't like their decisions. And then if you fight back, nuclear, they'll say it, nuclear war. I'll do nuclear. I'll do nuclear. That's how. Like for me, I look at Putin like first of all through this. Then I'll end it with this. We'll be done with the politics. I'm gonna end it with this. with the politics. Through this, I used to think Russia was like, I used to think Putin was smart and strategic, and Russia was like a big powerhouse, military that you don't want to mess with. But they have exposed it all. They have exposed Putin, number one, to be the crazy, like, dictator they say he is, Russian military, I mean, exposed, weak. They've shown the weakness, definitely a lot of weakness in it. I was going to say another thing and I forgot. I forgot my other points. China. Oh, and they can't be trusted. Like, out of all this, they've how many treaties and all this they're broken with their crimes? All the treaties they done sign with, like, crimes, that war crimes, not doing that. They can't be trusted. You really would believe they're like, oh, if China attacks India, that Russia would really side with India? Maybe Russia, but Putin? You think Putin would really side with India? I hope you're not banking on that. I hope India isn't trusting that, because you'd be trusting the wrong one. I've seen all your videos. I love Mahakali too. All right. That's the end of the politics. India is more important for India, that Russia should not help China and stay away from India. Love from Northeast India. Sending love back. I like how you got surprised. Uh-oh. Where was that? Oh wait, I like how you got surprised when you saw Lord Buddha. I did, and I want to learn more about that, Sid. I was like, I didn't know that, because Buddhism, is that what, like, Buddhism comes from? That was one thing on my list that I want to watch and learn more videos about, that ninth avatar. Because I mean, I know so much about even Lord Ram, Lord Krishna, but not so much about the Buddha avatar. If you have any suggestions, let me know after this, like in the comments, because I don't get these comments after they're live. So, where you're from, like which country? USA. Love from Northeast India. Since you're on the subject of other countries, I honestly feel sympathy for other countries that just want peace. We just want other countries want to wage war, right? Like all these countries want is just peace, and to be able to live, and peaceful and independent, and have live their lives. In Israel. I know some people like the idea of survival of fittest, but some people just don't want to survive. Please react on that. Swear you won't regret it. Are you a James Dean fan? Are you a James Dean fan? India doesn't need NATO. India has its friends, and time is changing. What time's changing for Bria? I mean, China's getting more powerful. That's that time's changing. Russia and China are best friends. They already declared that long time ago, that they're best friends. And then that's right before this, they made that pact that they'll be by their side no matter what. What was that pact? Oh, I said no. Let me just think of that pact though. It was a treaty. It was a treaty, wasn't it? China. I know I said done with politics, but I just want there's one thing. Russia pact. What is unveil a pact? Right. Pact. Where is it at? Declared no limits. Oh, that was it. Their friendship has no limits. The China declares its Russian friendship. So they had the pact. Their Russian friendship has no limits. That they will always be by each other's side. I'm just saying this because I love my India peoples, the country and everything. And I'm just warning you that y'all would not be very smart to think that Russia would stand behind you if it came between India and China. Russia's doing the wrong thing. That's not how humanity works. Is your house? My house isn't haunted. Don't say that. My house isn't haunted. Russia is weak. Sooner or later, they will totally overcome. I like how you're surprised when you saw the. I know. I need to. Anyway, let's end this chat. War and a war, friends. That is what matters most, right? Let's go. That right. No more politics on this. That was my last thing. I just want to, like, as a friend of India, like maybe not our country, like you say USA and India, but right here, I would be the India's number one supporter, especially from the US, because I feel like part of my soul is from India. That I would heed the warning, please. I would not trust them, not trust Putin for sure. That's where I'm ending it. No more politics. Let's just run down the food stock prices. Da, da, da. Mohini Avatar in part 10. A moment must be waiting. Carrie Andrew. Oh, I have to watch just the guy. I'm gonna go back and watch him. Marry me. I'm already married. I'll say AO video. Thank you for spending some time with us. You're doing it for 2 hours. Love your day. Love your humor. Oh, mwah. Sending my love, mystery. Yeah, we'll surely fight back without begging for assistance from other countries. It came from so Buddhism came from Hinduism and Krishna. I'm the same way Buddha talked about it. I'm gonna have to because and I have family that are Buddhist. So I was like, oh, I wonder if like we can have discussions with the religion with me learning about it. I know it's different, but if it's like kind of born from Hinduism, don't want to see chaos. We need to get together. Parties in spring. I'm with you with that. For me, number one would always be peace. In any country that disrupts peace, like I'm still talking politics, but it's not really because I'm always for peace. Any country, even if that's why I said, how much have I to condemn my own country for going to wars that it shouldn't be? How much have I mean, you might not have been, you not know me when it was happening back then, but listen, I was the number one speaking out about we shouldn't be doing that and condemning my own because I will always be for peace, love, kindness. I'm with you, Jignesh. I'm with you. Love from West Bengal. Sending my love back. China also has pact with Ukraine. I mean, that's why I said you can't trust any of them. You can't. All these treaties and pacts really mean nothing to them. No, I'm stop talking about politics. I said I'm stopping. I said I'm stopping. China. I said I'm stopping. Some advice from Ukraine. What would be the best to happen to Carrie and Andrew at the prom? That she doesn't see. I'm for peace. I'm for peace. Just a guy that she doesn't go crazy and chop everybody up. I never want to see bloodshed. That's what we should take away from today. I will always be on this. Always be on the side of peace. Now I'm not saying you shouldn't defend yourself because if somebody comes to me and want to disrupt my peace, my temper. I'll be the first one. I'm like, what? I'll be the first one to get mad and defend myself. That's something different, but. Still, I'll always lean on the side. Choose peace and love. Questions if they're doing it with respect. They might, yeah. I figured those questions mystery are just ones like I know the chat's lagged. Are you planning? I haven't planned it yet, but I want to come on to visit India. Another thing I found an app on my iPad. I found a picture of a girl I like. A picture of me. I used the app and had. Oh, I used that. We done that with me and Greg were dating, and our kids looked really bad. Full festival in India was celebrated. Oh, I didn't know about that festival. We are all friends, so stop talking. Right? No more politics. We love you, Amanda. No, I respect your opinions and have different opinions. Doesn't matter, to be honest, because there's nothing absolutely right or wrong. And that's how we learn, I think. That's why I never, even though I get tired of discussing politics and I can get fired up, I feel that's how we like learn and understand. Because look, I was the first one like I shouldn't talk about pop. I just say this. I was the first one like, why is India going neutral? I didn't understand it. Then I learned just from like having conversations. So I feel like the best way to learn through it all is to have these conversations and that. And I don't feel ill towards like even if we have different opinions, I still love y'all for who y'all are. And I know you're the same about me. We just have different views on things. That happens. Even though mine's right. I'm kidding. I get it. Mostly. Mostly. I'm from US. No more politics. By the way, did you watch Bahab? Oh, I watched both of those and I have reviews of those up, I think. Like those were one of some of the first movies I've seen that were from that area, like over in India. If you haven't, oh, I love that. I love those two. Please comment down in the chat. She said no request. Don't worry. This one is about what is the happy ending they deserve. God is with us. He loves us. Let's grow. Yes. How about we end on that? Because I've been on 2 hours and 15 minutes now. I have to make up because we had talked about so many things and I haven't been on for so long and I missed everybody and missed chatting. You and Greg's are gonna hate me. No, we don't, Fabria. That listen, if there's one thing I've learned from Trump, this is from Trump, and all the like when the election was happening, Biden Trump election. I know this is not politics really. It's something I learned from politics and just how divided and decisive and how many people that we knew were just butted heads and fought that you can't let that kind of those things come between because I've seen during that time with those elections I've seen families being broken up because they have different views over politics. That's why they always say don't mix religion with politics, don't mix friendship with that because people have different political views, but I know what a good person, Fabria, you are. We know what a good person you are with a good heart. And that's what's number one. You might have different political views and stuff, but I look at a person's heart. And if they're, oh, now I'm gonna tear up. But that's one thing I really, because I was the same during that election. I was like, oh, I don't like this person anymore. And they were friends for years. And I'm just like, because they had different views. And I'm like, that's something like I was enlightened to. I'm like, I can't have harbor ill feelings just for them having different political views because their life's different. Your circumstances are different. The things that affect me one way affect them different. So I look now like it's the person in their heart, and that's what's important to me. And of course, I always love you, Pabria. I love all you guys. Mwah! All right, I gotta go. I gotta go. It's been over 2 hours, but it's been a good. It's been like we got into the politics, which I mean, it's inevitable. I haven't been on. That's something still everybody's talking about. But just to catch up and get to talk to you and see everybody. Some haven't come to chat before at all. And I'm going to check out that dancer. That's one thing I'm going to do too. That dancer with the no leg or the missing a leg, I got to check that out. So after this is uploaded, that's when, if you want to give requests, that's when to do it because I won't be able to see in this chat. But after this is uploaded in the chat down below, if you want to give requests on videos or anything, do it there. And I'll be back next week. I will. I missed you all. I love you guys. Be nice to each other. Be nice, take care of each other, take care of your neighbors. I love you guys. I'll see you next week. Bye.